Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Last time we went through the third world of the game, Butter Building, and this episode we're going to be going through the fourth world of the game, Grape Garden. Grape Garden is the sky world of this game, so in the beginning here we're going to be seeing a lot of clouds, but that's not all. World 4, specifically level 1 here in World 4, is the first place where we can actually find UFO in levels. So if you didn't find the hidden UFOs in World 1 or World 2, this is where you'll first see UFO. But there's also another new power in here, which if I can find it, I'll see if I can grab it. And I mentioned it earlier in the playthrough, but oh, there it was. That was Ball. We'll hopefully get to see another one of those things later on. Once I do, I'll be able to go more detail of how it actually works. But for now, I guess I'm going to be going ahead and keeping UFO. That's the problem if you want to get Ball in this level, they kind of just appear out of nowhere in this section, so you get blindsided by one of those things and you get hit in the head real easily. One thing I also didn't mention is once an enemy that is Tornado just starts going towards Tornado form, you can't really attack it. So you have to keep that in mind. If you want to actually attack the Tornado enemies, you have to wait until they're done with their attack. Otherwise, you're not going to do any damage. They're probably just going to hit you. Whenever you see those things start to come towards you in the Tornado, just try to avoid them for a while. What do we have in that one? The bomb gains. I'm actually going to be skipping over that for now. If I actually do it, I might do it off screen because I've already showed how it works, so I'm not really going to play that game right now, and I don't really feel like it either. I don't want to just sit there for a while and I just get a life or two when I really don't need it at this point. I have 25 lives. I think I'm fine. Just gotta be careful of these enemies over here because really easy for me to get blindsided one of these guys, and I got attacked by one of the dying enemies. Really? Really? While it doesn't surprise me too much, that's still kind of sad. I shouldn't have gotten hit there, period. But if you come into this hidden room here, all you really get is a Metamato, so if you need health, then go in there, otherwise you can just skip it. First time playing, I thought that would be where a switch would be, but that's not the case. And here they expect you to either have something like burning or have really good jump timing here, because there's spikes all over the place. And if you want to get some health, well, you kind of need to be really, really good at jumping, or just use something like burning to get through there without actually taking any damage. And I'm actually going to grab this power here so I can demonstrate how Crash works on mini-bosses. See that? That drained its health immensely. In fact, I only had one more hit needed to go, and, well, that enemy was dead. So hoping to get another Crash, but nope. Had to blow up in my face because I somehow missed with my, my sucking in ability, and yeah. That wasn't pleasant. Alright, but let's go up here. We have dueling, huh? I don't want to do any duels. It's one of my least favorite games for a reason, so I don't want to do that. And here we have the introduction of cannons. Whenever you see a fuse like this, you need to use a fire ability, like, well, fire for example. Burning and laser will also work on these, so if you have burning or laser, you can also use that. But it's much easier to hit that kind of fuse whatever, something like burning or fire, not laser. Laser is a very situational kind of move for cannons. One of the levels actually does require you to use laser to deactivate one of the cannons, so you do have to remember that. But right here we have wind pushing us all the way to the right, which is really useful for getting through this level fast. One of the things I like to do is I like to stick to the top area until I get to the very end over here, because this is not where we need to go. This is actually where the switch level would be. So enter this door and hello, switch. And now we have the museum in this level, so that's good. Once we're done here, we'll be able to actually see what power or powers wait for us in the museum. Oh, I didn't realize that was going to be sword. Oh well, I'll stick with fire for now, actually. Don't want high jump. High jump would be one of the worst powers to have right now, but I'll take sword just because I got hit. Oh, oh. Whenever I see a Crash enemy like that falling, I get really nervous. No matter how close I am to the thing. That really, really makes me nervous. Well, we made it through that section, so I believe we just go up now and the level is done. Yeah, I was right. Here's the door. So, done with that level. And, oh, cool, I got one, so that means to get a 1-up. I was talking about before I don't need any more lives. I'm already up to the 27 live mark. Now thinking about it, too, I haven't even died once yet in this Let's Play, so... Really, these lives haven't been useful in the slightest. I wonder how long that will last. Alright, well, we actually have 2 abilities here. One's a brand new one we haven't seen yet. Sleep. Sleep does absolutely nothing. In fact, the purpose of sleep is for you to just suck it up and just be immobilized for a few moments. That's about it. But we also have Ball. If you press the B button, transform into a ball, and hold down the A button, you bounce around in the air like so, and the faster you move, the easier it is for you to hit things. Whenever Kirby is glowing, that will do damage to enemies. And in fact, I get to go ahead and demonstrate it here because we got an arena. And look at that, 2 hits. 2 hits, and that guy was dead. That's how useful Ball is. Ball can be either one of the worst powers in the game or one of the best. It depends on how you use it. If you know how to use Ball, it's one of the best powers in the game because of how much damage it can do. But if you don't know how to use this thing, it could be your downfall in all honesty. Like right in this room, for example, there's a bunch of bottomless pits. I'm not going to use Ball right here because I can die. Really, really easily. If you're skilled enough, you can actually use Ball in that section and make it through, but yeah, I'm not going to chance it. But in this room here, we actually have a little timing puzzle. It's just for an extra life, but I'm going to see if I can get it. I already kind of screwed up the beginning there. Alright, I really screwed up there. Go, go, go. I at least demonstrated that wheel can actually be used on water. But I failed. If you made it through there, this wall would actually be opened. And you'd be able to grab that extra life, but I failed, so no life for me. Let me go ahead and grab Spark, because we have a little mini-boss coming up. And it's Fan. Everyone remembers this guy in the game if they played it because of how cheap he is in one of the later levels. It's mainly because of his placement, but with that we get a new ability, Throw. Throw works a lot like Backdrop, where you need to grab an object, and once you do, Kirby will throw it in a certain direction, but Throw can actually be used as a secondary ability. Remember how earlier in this Let's Play I talked about how Hammer is required to break open certain pathways and blocks? Well, Throw can actually do the same thing. If you ever see a gray block, all you need to do is just suck in something and throw it at the gray block, and that will work just like how a hammer would. So, if you have thrown instead of hammer in a level, that could be all you need. And that's really, really useful because some levels you need something like hammer, but they won't give it to you, but they might give you a throw. So, it's really, really useful for that. Otherwise, it's not really a power I use that much because it's pretty much just using Kirby's native sucking in ability, but just powered up. So, it's an okay ability in my opinion for that reason. Nothing that spectacular. But I'll use it for a little bit longer, just because I can. And this room you want to be very careful not to land on those spikes. But if you come all the way down to the bottom, you get an extra life. So if you need a life, just go in there. It's not too difficult, but I didn't really need it. Just did that to demonstrate that there's a life in there. Alright, but moving on ahead, looks like we actually have a Meta Knight boss battle. If you see a dual door like that, a double door, that means that you have a boss battle like this, so... Kinda just works in the same way as a normal door, it's just kinda... just fancy. Okay, just be careful here. I might have lost my throw ability, but I can still do the same amount of damage. And will I stop falling off and get this last guy? There you go. And that was it. Kinda got lucky with my shot there. I was able to hit the guy that just spawns in at the very last moment. But, yep, that was it. So, gotta be careful here, not to get hit. There we go. Use burning to get through. And the end of the level should be coming up. Oh, this section. I don't like this section of the level. They give you a lot of burning here because you run into a bunch of spikes like so. So, they really do expect you to either take the proper path or use burning to your advantage. But that's all you have to do. That's usually the path I just take. Go for the 1-up, then just either go straight through if I still have burning, or if I don't, just make a little detour and go up. And that's all you need to do. That's the most direct path that I know of. Nothing really special in that section, no hidden switches as you saw. Really the only other stuff that could be there is our lives or health if you need it. But since I didn't need either one, I didn't really care about exploring the rest. So now with that, we're on our final level of the world. And we start off with a little water section. I actually want to go over here because of some more health, and we gained some of the health I lost in the last level. Careful not to get hit or get knocked in the water again. Because I'm afraid when I'm trying to suck up sword, I might actually do something different. Careful, don't get hit by the clock. And there we go. Let me grab your ability. Haven't used mic in a while, so why not? Oh, and the second I need it, we get a room like this. If you actually have light in this room, and, well, let me go back outside to kind of demonstrate. If you have light right in this corner, that's where a door is. And in fact, there's going to be a thing of light coming up, so I'll be able to show it off. But I wanted to grab it now just to demonstrate you never actually need light. Light just makes everything visible. But in order to access doors, it doesn't matter because they're always there. As you can see, that one's just black, so it's always there. It's just blending into the background. But the doorway itself is always active, making light just really, really pointless if you know where it is. And since I've played this game multiple times before, yeah, I already know that door is there. Now, I didn't mean to suck in, I want to go ahead and slide. There we go. And this is a little bit of a puzzle for an extra life. You just want to go ahead and hit the first peg, then hit the last peg, then hit the middle peg. That's all you gotta do. Really simple. Hitting those pegs in the proper order will force that life to be pushed up, so you just have to be a little bit careful with that, but it's not a big deal. Don't really lose much if you fail that. And here we are at the end of the level. But let me just go ahead and grab the thing of health while we're right here next to it. And there, number 2. Well, I don't need the lives anyways. 31 lives, I think I'm good. With that, we have ourselves our boss fight. Meet Kracko. We actually seen Kracko before, well, mini-boss version of him, but this is the real thing. And in the beginning, it's just pretty much an endurance test. Get to the very top as fast as you can, and just watch out for Kracko's attacks, but that's about it. If you use high jump and just keep on jumping, you'll be fine. And whenever you jump, high jump has an invincibility period, so if Kracko kind of comes near you, and you're still jumping, you'll just go right through him. But this is Kracko himself here, in his actual attacking state. He'll turn into a cloud just like he would in any other Kirby game. He'll shoot down lightning, and he'll drop more high jump powers for you as well in case you need another high jump. But he's very easy, especially if you just keep on jumping into him. And there you go, Kracko's done. So with that, let's go ahead and get our victory dance, Kirby. And with that, World 4 is complete, which brings us to World 5 of the game, Yogurt Yard. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here, guys, so next time on Let's Play Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, we'll go through the 5th world of the game, Yogurt Yard. I'll see you guys next time.